these broadcasters with Christian Bladt, Eric Zane, and those frightening bears.
Just blasting through Landon Dickerson right there.
You're listening.
Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office, in your car, or even your neighborhood bar.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having fun. We're making it happen.
It's fun time.
Open your mouth, close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise.
And here it is.
Welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters? The only show that comes up when the sun comes up on Sunday morning. And for that, we say thank you, OJ. I'm Christian Bladt. He's Eric Zane. How are you this fine morning, Easy?
Never better, my friend. There's a lot going on here. People have questions. They're wondering what's happening. We have already taken our already low live audience viewers and dropped them even lower with a ridiculous start time, and I am here for it.
We've slashed our prices. This is our Who Are These Broadcasters 50% off sale, just judging from how many people got up early with us. So Mick Doe, whose fucking brilliant idea was it to go on this early? Me! I'm not smart enough to get out of jury duty. So I may or may not be on a jury on Tuesday. The fact of the matter is, I have the right amount of respect and the right amount of fear to know better than to go up against the one and only Blind Mike, who is at 10 a.m. Eastern. So I figured let's get up at 4:30 my time. And Zane's like, whatever. It's 8 o'clock for you.
It's fine. Yeah. I'm up. Yeah. I'm ready to go. You're the one who always has the sweat equity to get this show on. I mean, a lesser showrunner like yourself would just say, screw it. We're not doing a show this week, but not Christian Bladt. No way.
Not me. When there are bears to celebrate and, the proverbial jerks to laugh at. So what this is this the idea for this week's show. This is our first ever leftover special, very clever name after Thanksgiving. The idea was let's play some of the many, and I do mean many clips that we just haven't gotten to in recent months. And I've put aside, I don't know, like 100, and we're going to get to like almost none of them. I think it's a fun excuse to use what I think are some great clips. And the best thing is for you, Easy, if we've shown any of these clips 3 times, you probably won't remember them.
Yeah, it's quite a struggle in my noggin, to be sure. So I'm like, brand new. You could show me something that we just played last. Who's this Dank DeMoss? I've never seen her before.
I would love to discover Dank DeMoss for the first time.
I am constantly on factory reset.
Yeah. 2 things. Let me make sure everybody knows to go to whoarethese.com. You'll find the voicemail number there. You'll be able to leave us a message, but you have to say it's for WATB. That's this show. And while you're there, join the Patreon. You can become a YouTube member. You'll get 2 bonus episodes every single month, and you'll be able to watch the show live Wednesdays and Saturdays. And it looks like... oh my gosh. So Mick Dew says, I have the same attraction to the show as I did the Uncle Floyd show back in the day. It's usually terrible, sometimes great, but fuck you guys. I watch every episode. That to me is exactly who we're looking for. The people that will watch the show every week, they don't care if they like it or not. It's almost like, well, it's on, so I might as well be there. Now, are you familiar with the Uncle Floyd show?
Does it have to do with Mayberry?
No. It was like a public access cable show in New Jersey, but the guy who was Uncle Floyd, his brothers were both in Conan O'Brien's house band. So I met them later in life when I interned at Conan, and I was like, I can't believe I'm meeting Uncle Floyd's brothers.
That's incredible.
I'll dig up some Uncle Floyd clips for one day. It's the definition of low rent, but you know how I knew it was a good show? My mom hated it. So, but me and my dad would have a good laugh. So listen, I think that, we're reaching a smaller but different audience than usual, and they're not going to know how super chats work on this show. So this is a perfect time for you to explain it, Easy.
Well, it's really simple. If you want Christian to sign off with something foul that you created and wrote down, getting past the YouTube censors, maybe a crack or two about a ethnic group or a minority in a nice creative way, Christian will sign off with that, but you must attach a dollar amount to it, because the highest dollar amount with a crack is how he will sign off. Or if you just want to ensure that your comment gets highlighted on the screen, you can attach a dollar amount to it as well, and it will, of course, get up there. All super chats get up there.
Yes,
Funny
but
ones in the poor chat. If the hilarity can sometimes catapult past dollar amount, because at the same time we don't want your jokes to go unnoticed if they're strong enough.
yeah, no, definitely. And by the way, keeping the theme to referencing the Uncle Floyd show, Mick says, if you guys ever get the Ramones on your show, that would be great. That would actually be really impressive. And if you ever get popular, I'll probably stop watching it. Yeah, I get that. We're like the indie band that as soon as they have a top 10 hit, you're like, all right, well, fuck those guys. But there is one other way that you guys can help support our show. And that's to go to hackamania.com. Hackamania, Hack to the Future, will be April 10th through the 12th in beautiful Las Vegas. And you can see it right there. You can save 10% with the promo code BEARS. Now, there's a lot of promo codes out there. They all save you 10%. Don't let a potato tell you that any save you more than 10%. But promo code BEARS is the only one that has a chance of bringing Eric Zane to Las Vegas. And I think that's what you all really want more than anything else.
I think we got one last week. So we need to actually move the meter on 14 more.
Yeah.
And then there's the potential that Melton will pay for my travel.
Yeah. And, I'm already, going to hitchhike and,
well, yeah, you can just get in the car and drive 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll stay at a hostel if I need to.
Right.
But we want our buddy Easy to be there. So, all right. So all of those things sound like we've told everybody what they need to know. And we're already like 7 minutes into the show proper.
No clips. No clips.
We haven't had a single clip yet. This is bordering on banter, but I'll do my best to steer clear of that. So it was just Thanksgiving, and Easy, did you have a good Thanksgiving? I meant to ask
outstanding, no complaints, loved it, and I hope you did too.
I did, yes. Tremendous time as always, and I want to start with some Thanksgiving coverage, and to do that, I want to have this clip from Vice President Hot Takes JD Vance. He was speaking to troops at Fort Campbell in Kentucky with just some wild commentary about Thanksgiving.
Think about turkey. Who really likes, be honest with yourselves, who really likes turkey? You're all full of shit. Everybody who raised your hand. I know. Think about it. And here's how I know that every single one of you who raised your hand is lying to me. How many times do you roast an 18-pound turkey just randomly? Just, a nice summer afternoon, we're going to go get an 18-pound turkey. Nobody does it because turkey doesn't actually taste that good. But on Thanksgiving, on the most American holiday, I got a fan over here. On the most American holiday, we're going to cook a turkey, by God, because that's what Americans do. We cook this gigantic American bird, and we do all kinds of crazy things to make it taste good. I talked to a soldier today who she said she's going to deep fry a turkey, and I'm actually going to deep fry a turkey myself tomorrow. And look.
So far, he's really just out there on the ledge talking about how he doesn't like turkey.
It's a stand-up bit in front of a Chinook helicopter and an Apache or two.
Yeah. And by the way, he's looked better, I guess, is the thing we should let our audio audience know. It's definitely a comb down, not a comb over.
Right. Right.
But he's making the point that, he spoke with a soldier, an exchange that clearly never happened because, a woman's going to talk to him and said that he's going to deep fry a turkey. So he's going to double down on this.
Here's the thing. If you've got to deep fry something to make it taste good, it probably isn't that good.
Whoa!
Pretty good rule of thumb when it comes to food. Chicken is good all the time. Chicken is good when you deep fry it, but it's also good outside of it.
He's getting nothing from the soldiers.
They're like, we can't get behind this. We'll take your orders or from your boss to go and kill our fellow man, but we can't sit there and clap about this nonsense. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck a couch, bitch.
Would actually be Great if just
like-
one person yelled out, "Go fuck a couch," you know.
Like this. And what's the deal with peanuts on an airplane? Thank you to not Jay Leno 6258.
Yes, I was going to say who brought that to us. The it's definitely giving us these vibes.
Thank you. Please clap. I force.
Please clap.
Both of those vibes is what JD's given us there.
A quick question. True or
sir.
false? The accusations have been thrown out since the last time we met that Melton screwed up the debate. Is that true?
No, Chad was looking for an excuse to not do it. But to be fair,
that doesn't sound like something Melton would do.
No, he just was going to snipe it and give all the revenue generated. He was going to split it between himself, Cardiff, and Rocco. You'd say what you want about Zumock. He did send Cardiff the link because Cardiff started doing his own show talking about how Chad sucks for not doing the debate.
Okay.
So Cardiff did talk to him. I think it was a bit of a letdown for some people, but you did get to see the two of them on the screen.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, some of the great clippers out there have boiled the whole thing down to about an hour. I don't know that Easy has that kind of time.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know if I'm that interested.
Yeah.
No. Fuck
But if the potato's involved, you know that it's probably going to be great.
Ooh.
So,
sorry, I think somebody just said something bad about us.
well, that's all right. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. Somebody will say something bad.
F rhymes with Baggett liberals going to pretend not to see my super chat, and then I'm like, well, what?
Okay. Well, no. Look, if there's a super chat,
Okay.
we're not used to getting. Super
Oh, there it is.
Cool cut.
I'm a whiny, hypocritical libtoid. I love this show. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. We appreciate that for $1.99.
Yeah.
Cool cut casting.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
now we're up to speed.
I'm going to assume it wouldn't let him write libtard. So he had to
Oh.
write libtoid.
Wow. All right.
So listen, I hear the vice president saying that. I believe I heard it on. Well, if our buddy Dame Taft is going to come in with some real money. Nice hair, CB. Did you take a photo of Tyne Daly with you to Supercuts?
Tyne
Now
Daly.
listen.
Why do I know that name? That was that's from yesteryear, isn't it?
Cagney and Lacey.
Oh my God.
So I do have the halo over my head, which isn't really helping. Listen, Dame Taft, I'm gonna be straight with you. I haven't showered yet today. I got up at 4:30, and I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna put on a hoodie because it's a little chilly out here in the place that I probably should be podcasting from all the time.
Right.
But so on Thanksgiving, I hear these comments from the vice president, and I'm thinking, I've heard these hot takes before. Oh, where have I heard hot takes like this before?
All right, 5 worst foods for Thanksgiving. The number one on the list, you should have got it. It's fucking turkey. Turkey blows.
That's right. JD Vance and the Opester separated at birth? Question mark. No, Opie's much older. They couldn't be. But listen, if there is a take to be had that it might be of the hot variety, Greg Opie Hughes has it.
I already gave it away earlier when I told you, like, if you want a viral video, you prepare a fine Thanksgiving dinner, and then you have a crew come in to dump the whole Thanksgiving dinner in these giant fucking landscaping bins, and they leave, and then you have the beautiful girls with the nice torpedoes come in with the nice filet roast and real sides that you enjoy all year long. Mac and cheese. How about some mac and cheese?
How about some
But
mac and
turkey
cheese?
stinks.
So
everything has to be so intense. He just can't speak. That puts a high strain on my brain, and it's fatiguing when you hear everything is every fifth word is ultra emphasized, and that mac and cheese. It just drives me up a wall every time this fucking idiot talks.
Really does. I mean, if people want to have mac and cheese with their Thanksgiving dinner, they can. I did make mac and cheese, but mostly for my kids. I wanted to make sure they had an option. By the way, our friend Chad's missing upper lip says, "What's happening? It's far too early for this." But we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I mean, you can be a total raging racist at whatever time in the morning this is, Chad. Don't let us down with your nonsense.
Having your heart filled with hate is a full-time job.
Right. Yeah. Are you feeling a little weak in the knees? Sorry.
Let's Let's get a little more from the Opster.
Start acknowledging that it stinks, then we can start moving on to stuff we really want to eat for Thanksgiving, right? A nice roast.
So this is elaborating on he touched on something a moment ago, and these are clips that I saw Adam Bush pulled for Carl, and they watched these I think a couple Wednesdays ago, and I appreciate their coverage, but I felt like it was relevant, and I knew that Easy wouldn't have seen it, so he's making a point about like let's get rid of turkey so we can have a nice roast,
maybe a nice filet roast. Oh, cook the whole Thanksgiving. It's tradition. Ooh, I smell the turkey in the oven. Oh, that smells good. Oh, look at all the sides you made. Oh, that's awesome. And then throw it in the dumpster and break out the filet roast. Oh my God, your family will love you forever.
So really everything in his life is a variation on jumping on the homeless guy's cake. You know, he's like, well, people still look at that video all the time. So let me trash an entire Thanksgiving dinner.
Yep.
Do you like when Opie does the voices, Eric?
Everything about, I have found nothing enjoyable or redeeming about Opie since this whole the only time I thought he was good was when he jumped on the cake. That was the best Opie.
Well, yeah, when Opie couldn't be the edgelord shock jock that he is inside, he kind of became useless. Yeah.
When he threw the poker chips at that bitch who brought him into the. Did you see the one when he threw the poker chips? Motherfucker, are you kidding me?
So MG082, Squid Lips has lost his mind. Yeah, it doesn't show quite as well in this image, but he has had purple lips at times. I don't know if you're enjoying the Opster, but we'll let him go a little bit.
No, I am enjoying it. And I mean, in his eyes, he's so squinty. Mrs. Blatt would say, he got open his eyes.
They showed this on WATP. I don't have this part of the clip, but somebody posted in Korean to him. And they have some fun at the way his eyes look.
Love you forever. That should be the thing. You prepare the whole Thanksgiving meal. And everyone's looking around like, it smells good. All right. I guess we'll
throw it in the dumpster.
Muscle down some Thanksgiving dinner once again. Talking about the same shit. Oh my God, I'm sitting in the exact same seat I have for the last 10 years, talking about the same exact shit.
Okay.
So he says that, and I was just like, oh, is he talking about himself? You know, it's been about like 10 years where Opie's just kind of sitting there talking about the same shit. He does need to show off that view, which is a lot of the Opie coverage focuses on the fact that he's got the sun rising behind him.
He thinks that's a flex. He thinks that shows, hey, I've made it. I've got whatever this skyline is. I'm guessing downtown Manhattan or
no, way uptown. Yeah. But like in the way where he's showing you, the real estate.
He
used to be able to afford.
I'm very odd where you had a freeze frame right there where you paused it. He did open his eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
He looks like a different person now with open eyes.
Yeah, he actually, the way that he squints, just imagine if he was facing the sun that's coming up behind him. I think his eyes would look forever closed.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I know everything we all fucking think. All right. And then as soon as the meal's prepared, right?
Okay.
Someone really should do this.
Okay.
Oh my God, you want a viral video?
Oh boy, do I ever
right
open
last minute. It's all out there, right? And then you call in a crew. You hire a crew. Right. And they come in with those giant landscaping fucking garbage pails.
Yeah.
And they just start throwing the whole dinner in the fucking garbage pail.
That's the same thing he already said 4 times. Oh, yeah, here's a great one. And then he says it the same goddamn bit. You throw it in a trash bin or you throw it in the garbage.
Right? And they march out and everyone is in shock like that. But we made plans to be here and now what? And then right at that moment, you get like just beautiful women with nice torpedoes.
Oh, yeah, torpedoes.
Cheers to Jamie Lee Curtis. Cheers to Jamie.
Yeah, that's a great reference. Yeah, she looks the same now as she did 25 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously thinking of a specific era of Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah. I don't know that she has torpedoes anymore. So Listen, like I said, I know that they covered this on WATP, but when Opie has these kinds of hot takes, it's really tough to just walk away from this kind of coverage where he gets into arguments with himself.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Try having turkey. Oh, you don't think turkey stinks? This Thanksgiving, do an experiment.
Okay.
And try to have turkey without gravy and then get back to me.
Oh.
All right. All right, guys. I think that's it. Nice and easy today. Nice and easy.
So, yeah, that's Opie putting in a full day's work.
Oh, boy, he killed it. Holy shit. Oh
I'm going to let you read that one. I saw that earlier.
Thank you. It is Tumble Dry for $20 our way. Thank you for that. Wrote, since you're interested in Asian nomenclature. Wait a minute. What do I say?
Nomenclature.
Nomenclature. Remember what Spiro Agnew said? Not all G rhymes with kooks are
C's rhyme with stinks.
Oh, our C rhymes with stinks, but all C rhymes with stinks. Our G rhymes with kooks.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can't write it, we don't have to read it, I guess. This is where that comes down. By the way, we got another one from there he is, Rumple Trenchcoat, a Colombo podcast. Thanks for getting up early with us. Opie thinks the comedy rule of threes is to tell the same joke 3 times in a row. Absolutely.
Yeah, all he changed was the name of the receptacle: trash, dumpster, and garbage can.
I did like the idea of the ladies coming out there with their torpedoes. Now, I'm going to let you, this is sort of like the old choose your own adventure books, Easy. So that was part of a whole bit where he goes through the 5 worst Thanksgiving foods. And he starts off by saying that he knows it's a hack bit. Do you want to move on from the Opster, or are you curious?
No, I want more. I love watching these with you and everybody. Yeah. Because that's the only way I can actually process what he's saying and doing. I can't just sit down and go, because I just feel my mind going to mush.
Well, here's the thing. Opie knows the level of content he can provide. And I'll give him this. He prepared this pre-Thanksgiving stream.
And I'm building a list of my worst foods at Thanksgiving. I know this is hack.
Then why the fuck are you doing it?
Yeah, you can't set yourself up.
Either you do the bit or you say, I know it's hack, and make fun of it. You could maybe just blow through all 5 of them and go back to reading the poor chat. Opie is like us in a lot of ways. He doesn't get a lot of super chats.
No, except we're very aware at how shitty we are. We are 100% aware of that.
And we might still be able to feed our family. I worry about Opie, who's, the theory that Opie's family is long gone. And Adam Bush takes it a step further that he may have murdered them at some point and hidden their corpses.
I hadn't heard any of that, but it's he's very private, isn't he?
Opie, yeah. He lets things slip once in a while. E-Rock pointed out to me that he actually said Doggy's name once on a stream, and he panicked because he didn't want people to know Doggy's name. All right, so he knows this is a bad bit.
You don't even have to say it. I know, but I need to rant. Some of the things I hate at the Thanksgiving meal. Okay, all right.
Do it.
All right.
Give it to me.
So he's got his paper. He's so proud of himself for doing some work. And he's saying all the things where it's like, I don't know. So let's see. Did you put it up at the same time I did?
Yeah, we keep. Okay, sorry.
We cross the streams, as they say in Ghostbusters. Not Jay Leno 6258 says the answer is always more Opie. And Chaz Missing Upper Lip also said that Eric Zane would be Opie if Carl hadn't rescued him. I mean, you didn't get to the top of the mountain the way Opie had. You know what I mean?
None of us had. That's a huge compliment to suggest that I ever had any degree of success in the first place.
Yeah. Well, My favorite thing about Eric Zane that I'll tell people about him is that you were part of a show called Free Beer and Hot Wings. And in fact, I believe you have a new installment of Who Are These Free Beer available over there at the Eric Zane Show.
Yeah.
And you know, that's
yes,
my
thank you
favorite
so much.
content you ever do.
Yes, I know
Because-
you like it because it's me actually putting in work to
Well,
create.
but it also comes from a place of hate. That's actually
It
why I
does.
like
It does. 100%.
And you were asked off that show right before everybody on that show became millionaires. That
yes.
is my favorite fact about Eric Zane.
100%.
Yeah. But we're back to Opie.
Okay.
Wait, here we go.
I'm not even going to put. All right, I'll put it in a list. Fine.
Wait. What?
So he was this close to being like, all right, I know this bit can go screw. So he wasn't even going to do it as a list. He's like, all right.
Yeah, he got into another argument with himself.
Yeah.
He started down one road, immediately flipped.
Fifth
Okay.
place.
Fifth place. Okay.
Green bean casserole. Green bean casserole.
No.
Oh, Dale. Dale's on it. All right, Dale. Dale says stuffing.
okay,
We'll
Dale.
get to
Wait a minute.
stuffing in a second.
Now
Now,
we got
he's
to
a-
focus. We're talking green bean casserole here. Don't.
Now, Opie's been in radio since he was 18, so he knows you tease forward. Don't worry, Dale. We'll get to the stuffing. Stay
I love your
tuned.
Opie. I love your Opie.
Yeah,
it's
it's just everything.
fucking
It's
great.
It's just everybody's Opie. Hey, Zane, go screw.
Dale. And Mo says hack. Yeah, I said that, Mo. Mo's one of our regular haters. He quickly makes weights. Like I literally did 30 minutes of crushing shit today. And then he's like,
did?
well, there's got to be something. Oh, the 5 worst foods at Thanksgiving. This is the one.
By the way, I did watch, I skimmed through the stream prior to this. He did not crush in the 20 minutes before this.
Get to the green bean casserole. You know,
Thank you,
Get
Mo.
to it.
Thanks
I
for
wanna
hate
hear your
support.
take,
Greatly
Dick.
appreciate you. You make the world go round.
Okay.
wait. He didn't even say anything about why he doesn't like it. He just announced one on the list.
Yeah, no, exactly. So don't worry, though, because I tried to split these up a little bit.
Oh, okay, good.
Green bean casserole. What's wrong with the green bean casserole, Ope?
He's like, he's talking to
with
you.
that
He's
fried, crunchy. I call it sadness on top.
So we've all had green bean casserole, and you can think what you want about it, but the crunchy stuff on top is probably the best part of it.
He loves all of these foods. He's just got nothing to talk about. So he's just going to emphasize certain words the way he tends to do. And then voila, gold. He loves all of these foods. Everyone loves these foods. You asshole.
Our buddy Dame Taft, he's like a child imitating edgy comedians to attract his parents' attention. Yes, exactly. All the things he listed are the things we all love. Exactly, not Jay Leno. All right, let's let him go.
And you know, there's a common thread with the 5 things that I'm mentioning today. 5 worst foods for Thanksgiving. Common thread.
Yeah,
If
what
it was
is
a
it?
good dish, we would be eating it all year long. No one eats green bean casserole with that fried crunchy sadness on top.
This is what the vice president said about
Yeah,
turkey.
it is. It's very much so. Boy.
By the way, I will make the point that I've certainly in my life had turkey other than at Thanksgiving. We don't have it all the time, but I have had it in life another time.
Couple of things. I was thinking this moments ago, and because I remember Carl covered Bill Burr not that long ago, and then Chris here said that. He said he and Bill Burr are about on the same level at this point. Give it a few more months, which is a fantastic comment.
Yeah,
And-
this is great from Labber Mystic. Is this a premiere or is it live? Because what idiot would be going live at 8 a.m. Eastern on a Sunday, Labber Mystic? Who would be doing that? Who would get up at 5 a.m. where they live? This guy. Yes, we are live. And welcome to the stream. Anyway, look, we can't start this bit and not find out more about Opie's list. So let's move it along a little bit.
The next one is going to sound sacrilege, but you got to let me work through it, okay?
Okay. All right, Ope.
5 worst foods for Thanksgiving on my list.
Okay.
He's doing the radio thing. Oh, now we know some of you might be joining us, so we'll catch you up with the fact that we are giving you your 5 worst Thanksgiving Day foods. Number 5 with green bean casserole.
They got to list it 10 different times for the new audience just checking in.
Yeah, exactly. It's 8:18, 18 minutes after the hour. 43 ABC degrees.
This is something I actually eat year long. All year long, I should say. I just had it about I don't know, a week or two ago because we happen to have a can in the cupboard. And I was like, you know what? Why wait for Thanksgiving when I could have some nice cranberry sauce right now? Oh yeah.
Oh.
But why is it on your 5 worst foods for Thanksgiving list, Ope? Let me explain.
Okay.
It's like he knows what you're about to ask.
He keeps doing that. He's in my fucking brain like Spock.
Are you worried that you've done the Vulcan mind meld with Opie Hughes?
Every time I think of a question, he goes, "Hey, let me talk to you, Eric Zane, you fucking asshole."
If you're having cranberry sauce, right? But it's not that fucking can where it slides out and it has the can ridges still on it, and you slice it nice. And you mix it with your gravy and your turkey and your mashed potatoes and your fucking corn. Perfect fucking spoon full of food. Perfect bite, I should have said.
He's not really saying anything. Even he realizes.
He's just listening and talking mad. He's just being a mad talker. Quit being a mad talker.
And by the way, on the screen the entire time is the sweet potato with marshmallow, So it's like he's not even really addressing that.
Foodies out there. Problem with the cranberry sauce is people are trying to fancy it up, and they say, you know what? No, we don't do the cranberry sauce in the can. No. We do it this way. Oh, with the fucking cranberries, they're not even mushed down. Oh, God, no. But this is my grandma's recipe. This is my mom's recipe. I don't care. Cranberry sauce should come from a fucking can. Simple as that, right?
So that's the and by the way, this is what I was telling you about. I don't have him actually reacting to it. He said that somebody put pubic hair on the screen. And we learned that Aaron Bush can read and speak Korean. So
is that right?
Yeah, find that segment.
Is there any end to his talents?
Yeah. He might have something in common with me.
Okay. Yeah.
But in any case, we need to have the Opester bring us home on this one. But first, $5 from Dame Taft. Are Opie and Stutcho competing in a worst shirt collar contest?
Oh, yeah. It's a little stretched.
Yeah. Look, it has to do a lot of work. There's a lot more Opie neck than there used to be. And not Jay Leno 6258. Do not trust me, says my hater in chat. Yes.
Bean casserole could go screw. Stuffing. Where's that guy with the stuffing? Hell yeah. Where's the guy with the stuffing again?
Yeah, I got to find my poor chat that I put up earlier.
Corn pudding slaps.
Slaps.
Yeah, I was going to say, this guy's talking about how corn pudding slaps, but old Squinty Eyes here is like, corn pudding slops.
Oh, that sounds...
In order for his for that face to stay contorted like that, it requires a high degree of muscle contraction. Like he's working to keep that. He looks like, you know how when Jimmy does his face for what's a chip? It's like he's working that hard to keep that fucking face.
Yeah. Well, some of the inspiration for Chip, if not all of it, might come here, but come from the great Greg Opie Hughes. So we see the Opester. And, we're talking about how he looks vaguely Asian. In this particular freeze frame, I definitely get Mickey Rooney at Breakfast at Tiffany vibes. So it's all that's missing is the buck teeth.
Awful. Absolutely. Yes, Joey. Okay. So stuffing.
Joey.
Now you might say to yourself, but my mama makes the best stuff. Okay, then congratulations. But
so this is not the first time you heard him talk about grandma's recipe. Oh, my mama made this. Labyrinth Mystic. You read that one.
Says, well, good morning, you jerks. I'm currently in Mountain Time thinking, hey, it's not Tuesday. Stay warm and Hackamania ticket confirmed.
Oh,
Homo code bears. So is that our second?
Yeah. So now we only need 13.
Okay. Thank you.
We're getting there. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. We appreciate that. We need to get easy to Vegas.
Stuffing is like a sponge.
He's talking about stuffing.
It's like lukewarm, just bread.
What?
Bread. Like lukewarm bread.
Flavored with the turkey fucking juice. Stuffing stinks 9 out of 10 times.
Okay, so
that's all I have to say about stuffing because I got to go to Joey because we have a match.
Joey.
Yes, another food I hate on Thanksgiving.
Wait, that was up there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Casserole. Again, casserole. This isn't the 70s. We don't make casseroles anymore.
We don't?
I was going to say, I make a casserole a couple times.
Yeah, I made this exact thing 3 days ago, for God's sake.
Now, I'm going to say this isn't my favorite dish at Thanksgiving, but I do know a lot of people like it. So
yeah, I mean, it's his whole negativity game. That's kind of the only thing he does. When is the last time you actually heard this guy and he said, you know what is really cool? Here's something I like. It could be anything. And he doesn't do that. And that's because he's constantly in this vibe thinking that that's his key to success. Are these types of rants, and they're silly.
And Bobo Bob in the chat says, you know who stinks 10 out of 10 times? I'm hoping you're saying Opie and not me and EZ, but that's all right. So we appreciate that. Let's let him finish what I've got.
Would you like No, I don't want a casserole ever. Sweet potato casserole with marshmallows. Yes.
He didn't say anything.
But is it delicious? Then why aren't you eating it in February? Why aren't you eating it in April?
And again, this was the stuff that when JD Vance just continued to go on,
right.
I was like, hey, wait a minute. So, look, if you want to get the whole chunk of Opie's 5 worst Thanksgiving Day foods, you can go find that over there. And the great Blind Mike is in with, I don't think that's actually Blind Mike. Unless because I don't think his logo is that, his avatar. But TikTok, don't worry. We know we will be long clear before 10 a.m. That's why we started at 8 a.m. to make sure. And no, I mean, that's really what I pulled. I don't really have more of.
No, and I think that getting out of it with that, I mean, we just spent considerable time and try to rack your brain right now to anything that he actually said of substance on that. And I mean, we can just sit there and say he sucks all the goddamn time, but I think it's more devastating to go, what an absolute waste of time every bit of him doing that is. No one watched that and went, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You hit it. You hit it out of the park.
Fucking home run, Hughes.
You know, it's just, it stinks. Everything about Opie. All he does is exhausting to the audience.
Yes. But again, some of that content is familiar to people watching right now, but I knew that EZ would appreciate it. But we do have more new shit, and we'll be joined by someone in a little bit, and we'll talk about that when it happens. But we're really not going to get to like any of the old stuff because we have to head over to
WATB. Who are these talk shows? Who are these talk shows?
Two of our favorites here at Who Are These Broadcasters are Tucker Carlson and Piers Morgan. They create a lot of content together. So the fact that they're talking to each other, it's probably a recipe for gold. And I don't want to oversell this clip, Easy, and I'll play it after we read the super chat. This is as close to perfect as it can get. But Rumple Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast, says Opie can't do a list of 5 things he likes because he doesn't like anything. He has no interest or passion. He's a shallow husk of a man. That's some great insight. But you know what Opie would say to you, Rumple Trenchcoat? Go screw! But so Tucker and Piers Morgan. And, well, this is fun.
The word faggot on camera?
No.
Why?
Because
you don't want to get arrested, do you?
But why would you use that word?
Faggot?
Yeah.
I just did.
Yeah, but
So we're off to the races, like right away. This is a compilation that I came across on X, so it's a longer conversation. So you'll see some jump cuts. I didn't make them, but I feel like we get to the meat of the conversation this way.
Faggot.
Okay, but why?
And I'm using it because you're not allowed to. Because you're
I'm allowed to.
Go ahead.
I don't want to.
Say I love gay people. Faggot.
I don't believe you would call a gay person a faggot to their face.
So it's already worked.
Yeah.
Piers wasn't going to say it. And Tucker said it so many times that he's like, no, I don't think you would call one of them that to their face.
Right.
And so, by the way, Tucker with a real Greg Opie Hughes face.
100%.
What does Dave Taft say?
Dave Taft says he's talking about you, Zane. So.
Not in a mean way. By the way, the only people I ever hear use the
All right, sorry. I do want to get back.
faggot.
I don't believe you would call a gay person a faggot to their face.
Not in a mean way. Right. By the way, the only people I ever hear use the word faggot are gay.
Right.
Ever.
So,
not in a
Tucker,
mean
are you gay? Is that why you're throwing the word around an awful lot?
Just like the only people you ever hear that use the N-word are black.
Right.
Period.
Right.
So he stopped himself from using the N-word. He's like, well, I might hang out with Nick Fuentes, but I can't go into that territory.
So if you spend any time around gays, and I have spent a lot of time around gays, well, of course I work in television. I mean, half our staff was gay, and they're great people. And they're
some of my best friends are gay, Piers.
He needs to say some of my best friends are F rhymes with faggot. That's what
that would actually be amazing.
The only ones who ever said faggot, he's a faggot. I'd be like,
if you constantly use the F word in your own.
What's the F word?
Well, you know what? We've just been saying it. If you want to keep saying it, you keep saying it. I'm not going to keep saying it.
It's worse than fuck, isn't it?
To a gay person from a straight person, yes.
So he just invoked the N-word. Tucker did. He said the N-word instead of using the actual N-word.
I didn't hear it.
Well, he said like it's like calling someone the N-word, but he doesn't use the real word.
Right.
Yeah. So now he's making fun of Piers for calling it the F word. And Tucker's trying to make a point that I think an influencer was arrested in the UK for using that word.
Okay.
But I don't know what the context is, but
that's why they're talking about this.
Well, yeah, but we're watching it because it's fun to watch Tucker.
Right.
Say
but
it so many times.
Because I was wondering why this came up in between these two. But
because Tucker knows great content when it's
100%.
Acceptable. That's the problem.
No,
Instead, we're arresting that girl for saying faggot.
Well, the two things,
or as we say here, the F word.
Yeah.
So he's really leaning in. He's giving Piers a hard time here.
Hold my hand. We're gonna say faggot together. You ready?
No, we're not.
Do you say gay and retard?
I say gay. I wouldn't use the R word. I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't.
Are you?
My choice. By the
do
way,
you think it should be legal to abort a Down syndrome baby? I went to your bedroom right now.
Sorry?
I'm not going, especially not after the whole faggot thing. It's like I'm uncomfortable. I get it. You can't use the word faggot? What?
So he's, he wraps it into the word retard over there, and
I thought all these words are like back now, right? Ever since Trump was elected.
Yeah, I might say that word on this show, retard, but I don't use it in my personal life.
Yeah, I got in big trouble. Pooh Bear got really pissed off at me.
Oh,
and, so
was she acting like a retard? Is that why?
See me look over my shoulder.
I love that. Yeah.
I got in trouble for that. So I had to wipe it out because, oh my God. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Well, there's a congressman in Indiana who said that he's not going to vote for the redistricting that Trump wants for the sole reason that he used that word because this lawmaker has a child with Down syndrome. And he's like, so, you can have like 10 months to think about, how to maybe not use that word. It's not worth playing the clips. I probably shouldn't have even brought it up. If you want to know the truth, Stoneman 623, that's how every black joke starts. They look over their shoulder.
I'm telling you, even though you said that, it was in my headphones. but I was very much concerned with that falling on the wrong set of ears.
Well, but look, like me, I assume your wife. No, that's not true. My wife has watched this show, but when my wife watched this show, Carl was still on regularly. So that's how long ago it was. She was like, well, if Carl's not going to be on, why the fuck would I watch it?
Christian, he's big nose asshole. Make fun of me.
Somebody should put these clips together. So one day you'll meet my wife, maybe at Hackamania. You'll meet my wife, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's funny because Easy does an impression of you. Go ahead, let's see it." And then you'd be like, "No, I can't." And by the way, if we are gonna invoke the name of Hackamania, Hack to the Future, April 10th through the 12th in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, you can save 10% with the promo code Bears, but more importantly, you will get the great Eric Zane, or you could get the great Eric Zane to attend Hackamania if you use that promo code. Now, there was a super chat I want you to read.
I don't think we've mentioned this one from Labyrinth Mystic. He says, good morning to the, well, he says
it's like a baguette.
It's like baguette, but it starts with an F. I can't even say that. Good morning to the baguettes, but with an F in the chat.
Yes, and Tucker would say it differently.
No, I'm not going to say that.
I'm glad that someone referenced the notion of telling a black joke, because I have one more clip before we get to our guest. And we've shown Katie Miller's podcast before, but Zane, I wouldn't expect you to remember. She's Stephen Miller's wife. And she here is talking to the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, who's there with his wife. And he has a charming, folksy anecdote that I think our audience will really enjoy.
The state rep in Louisiana, they did an annual contest to find out who was the longest married couple in Louisiana. And so it turned out this elderly black couple in my district was the longest married. They'd been married 82 years, okay? Mm-hmm. So I get to go and present them certificate from the governor and balloons and all that on Valentine's Day. So I go to their house. They live in a small home in a rural part of my district, and a big, happy family. I mean, they had 40 people there. There were children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
I went with you.
You went with me?
Yes.
Mr. Player, his name, he was 104, and Miss...
Do you feel like Mrs. Johnson's really adding to this conversation? I went with you.
Yeah,
sounds
super dumb. Sounds super dumb.
And 4, and Miss
104.
Mrs. Player was 99. And so, of course, we want to ask him marital advice. What's the secret to a happy marriage? So I lean in, and he says, lean in real close. I said, yes, sir. He said, it's 2 things. He said, let her think she's the boss. Yes, sir. And buy her a new car every 3 years. I said, all right. And then we looked out the window.
And she had a shiny she
Cadillac.
can't drive it, but she had a beautiful new car.
I don't think she had driven in like 9 years or something, but there's this beautiful car out there, and all the kids are like, that's it, that's the truth.
That's the truth.
So he not only does the black voice when talking about the 104-year-old guy, he also says that all the kids in the neighborhood.
There's this beautiful car out there, and all the kids are like, that's it, that's the truth.
Right. He's definitely speaking black, and he started it off by saying it's a black couple. It's like it has no pertinence to anything. That's an easy way to detect if someone is racist if they tell you the ethnic background, and it really has no relevance to the story.
Yeah, and it's crazy to think about when we were kids, or even when we were in college, or maybe even in our early 30s. If the Speaker of the House went on a show and did a black voice, they'd have to resign by the end of the day. But I don't understand this one. So, Zane, I think you're going to have to read that, and then we'll get to our guest.
It says, it's Dame Taft for $2 wrote up. Hi, Mrs. Bladt. Do you like show? And
that is
boy, I don't
what you would say.
I don't get it.
That one doesn't even make sense. Yeah. But if we're leaning into the truly racist comment, what a great time to bring out our friend, the Aussie Guy. And Aussie Guy, you have not had the pleasure of meeting the great Eric Zane. You have been on this show before, but due to time zones and differences, if you want to know the truth, it's a little hard to do. But thank you for being here today, sir.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm glad we could slot this in this evening for me. Nice to finally talk to you, Eric.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for being here.
I've always enjoyed your work on WATP, and I like that you're a radio guy, and I'm bringing the steel toe story to you.
Well, that's funny because him and I go back. We competed against each other in St. Cloud, Minnesota, and we had been on there for quite some time. Our show was syndicated over there, and then he signed on, and we were like in his crosshairs. But the problem was we didn't care, and he ended up getting blown out in an ugly way. And then the next thing I know, Carl's talking to him, and I go, "Oh, I guess he's a nice guy now, but I think he's a douche." And then Carl found out months later he in fact is a douche, and here we are.
Aussie Guy, would you say that Carl was, and he'll admit this, Carl might have been a little late to the party when it came to steel toe?
Incredibly late to the party. It's insane. I mean, when Milton popped up, like there was so many of us waiting for someone to start talking about this guy because we just thought he was awful. And Milton obviously cashed in on it, being the first one to jump on it. He was awful from the first time I heard him. So this bloke is such an arrogant prick. And then the fucking journey he's taken us on over the past couple of years has been incredible. Like, he is a fascinating study.
Well, and that's why I really wanted Aussie Guy here to join us, because you are so much more in deep on steel toe than I am. I'm very casual. I love a great goal clip, but I know there's so much more we're so much less to Aaron than that. So I want you to be able to paint a great picture for our buddy EZ here. And
Yes.
I'm going to just start with your first clip where he rates his skills is in the description. Does it need any setup from you?
Yeah, so Eric, obviously you being a radio guy as well, this is a pretty good example of his ego and just outrageous ego, to be honest with you. But yeah, let's introduce you again, Eric, to Aaron Imholt, the broadcaster.
To toot our own horn, we do a really good show here. You can't play clips of it and go, look at how bad at broadcasting these guys are. If anything, the one thing I do better than anybody in any realm we've been associated with ever is that I'm probably the best broadcaster.
I just want to pause that. There was no instruction to pause it there. I'm really distracted by the Prince shirt. I know that symbol is Prince, but the fact that it's Aaron wearing it is really distracting.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's a cool shirt, but he's a cock douche. So that's what makes it awful.
So, Aussie Guy, I think that the fact that he says you can't pull clips of this show and say I'm a bad broadcaster. Would you agree with that assessment?
I've been doing it for a year and a half, I think. So I think it's possible.
And you may have sent me 20 clips I didn't even see. I just saw it was
15. I think there is
15. All right, so let's hear Aaron talk about the great Aaron
in it, the best professional broadcaster. You can make an argument for Bubba, I think, and
Bubba the Love Sponge. Bubba the Love Sponge, who got in trouble for trying to rig the ratings book in Tampa multiple times.
Right.
Bubba the Love Sponge, who let Hulk Hogan fuck his wife. And I mean, that doesn't have to do with broadcasting. That's just being a good friend.
When someone makes that type of far-reaching, all-encompassing statement of "I'm the best broadcaster," that could mean one of about a billion different things. Yeah. And I'll say this: he probably knows the basic things better than most about sound and how to approach a microphone and project your voice and all that other bullshit. But at the end of the day, you're doing shitty content. So that takes away any skills that you might have gained over the years.
Aussie Guy, do you get the feeling that he might be able to talk up a record, but that's not a skill set he gets to lean on when he's doing Steel Toe Morning Show? You know, he might be able to hit the post, talk right up before the vocal comes in, but or am I giving him too much credit?
No, I think I've always said about Aaron, he's got that broadcaster style. Like, he would fit in anywhere on any radio show or whatever, but most of us moved away from radio because that was the same repetitive bullshit over and over. We like a story, we like different things. So what I love about this, though, his comparison to who the other great broadcasters are, just gives you an example of how little understanding he has of the radio business. Like, he's got 2 guys ahead of him. They're the only 2 guys he could think of. And it's like there's hundreds, if not thousands, of radio guys out there that are crushing it right now. Like, you can think of 2 guys.
Look, I mean, Easy and I know that there's a dozen people on this channel alone who are better at this than we are, but we're happy to get to do it. Let's see who comes after Bubba.
For us, I guess we're part of Compound. So yeah, Anthony, obviously a better broadcaster than I am. But
this is an old clip that they were part of the Compound.
After those 2, there's nobody who
it's
could.
Just Bubba and Anthony.
If Bubba got back on the air today, or if Anthony got on the air today, they'd have success. If we got back on the air today, we'd have a lot of success. There's nobody else in that world that can say the same things.
By the way, go ahead.
I just want to quickly say, if I get on the air on the radio, I will be really successful too. Look, I can say it too, Aaron. It's pretty easy to say. You can just say it.
you can't just say it.
You just say it. You just make shit up.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh, God. Well, now, does Anthony, does he appreciate Aaron? How does Anthony feel about Aaron? Has that ever been revealed?
He sits back, but no, Aaron crossed the line when he was defending himself for domestic abuse allegations. He dragged Anthony in under the bus with him.
Which I don't think Ed appreciated that. And by the way, the only reason that Steel Toe was ever on Compound is our buddy E-Rock put him on.
Yeah,
I don't think that that Cunha thought that he did like a bad show when he was
E-Rock would he'd try, maybe there's lightning in a bottle. He was nice enough to offer a slot for me occasionally. I was very appreciative, and it's just a fun way to get your name out there.
So
I think E-Rock showed Anthony a picture of April and said, "I want to get these 2 on." And Anthony goes, "Yeah,
she's
cool."
beautiful. That's right.
Well, anybody who saw the chemistry the 2 of them had. Your next clip is it just the intro to the show, to the Steel Toe Morning Show?
The next clip should be the introduction to the chatters, I think.
Oh, okay. You know what?
They got the best chat names in the business. And while I was pulling clips, this is a really short one, but this is an example. This is an ongoing joke about the chatter names.
We have some great chatters on our show. I think JFK Head Chunk slept in.
That's a good
bit.
One.
He's one of the best. But Opie never says his name. He's just like JFK. All right, so let's see what Aaron gets.
Good morning, boys and girls. It is the Steel Toe Morning Show.
Stop.
Did I pull the wrong one?
That's the wrong clip.
Oh my God.
So, all right, I'll let you figure that out. Thanks to Hughes. He's here.
Christ,
2 pounds. He writes Dean Galloway. Thank you.
Thanks, Hughesy. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, Hughesy leans into the fact that it's because of Hughesy that I have to stop and not call you your name, because I know that you're the Aussie guy. So we'll get to the one that I started a second ago, but you had set up the chatters. And that's
April's wore out gum glove with $2 says mine.
April's wore out gum glove. Jesus Christ.
April's wore out gum glove for $2.
Oh, that's fantastic. This is my favorite era, when he had the whiteboard and the Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy behind him.
Yep.
This was going for a while. All right, so the next clip that I started a second ago, though, this is one with him in April. This is
I want to. I should be saving. I thought I numbered them all. I numbered all.
Well, it says this one says WATB 2.
Does it? I thought I changed it. Yeah, April. We'll get to April.
Okay.
There's a couple of you requested some DSP, and I stumbled across some DSP. So
Okay.
if you go to DSP versus Steel Toe,
We will definitely go to that. Now, Zane, are you familiar with a gentleman named Darkside Phil?
No.
Okay. So what's the like 30-second summary on Darkside Phil? I think is he begs for money over the internet. Sounds like somebody we know. But he'll do stuff like, if you give me $10, I'll eat a cheesy gordita.
don't
from
bury
Taco
the
Bell.
lead. Don't bury the lead. He jerked off on stream. He didn't know he was live streaming, and he jerked off. That's what he's most famous for.
Oh.
Okay, so that's what he's most famous for. But he'll very specifically. But that wasn't. He didn't say, "Give me $40 and
no, that's true. He didn't do it for money. That was for his own.
That is
his own personal time.
Yeah. So your clip 4 is Darkside Phil comparison. So let's take a look.
I guess anything I've ever seen is the begging.
Everything I've ever seen is him asking for money. And Phil, again, After this, we're going to go to our PayPal. We're going to go to our Super Chats. If people didn't, we're going to, Phil, watch this video because we're going to teach you how to do it. We run our show on donations too. We run our whole company on donations, okay? Our second mics in the morning, April, myself, prizes for the audience. We run it all on donations.
All of those things are gone except one co-host. Those things don't exist anymore.
I like how he's really trying to talk himself up with the whole company. Like it's some type of big entity.
And it's because we do a good show, and the people who are fans of it go, keep doing this. Keep this show on the air. Here's a few bucks.
Okay.
All right. So the next one is DSP versus Steel Toe 2. I didn't find the exact one I wanted to find, but this one's pretty good as well. Just where he's at now, Eric, in his stages of begging and ways of trying to get money out of his audience. So yeah, we go to the Now and a recent Aaron Begathon.
Denny fan says we need Hitler, Hava, Nagila to get this done. I'll play this just to show you that it's not going to work. Here.
So this is it's like a Jewish Hitler in front of an Israeli flag,
and that's the thing. He loves poking that bear. Is that's part of his?
He does it a white power hour, Eric.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
But he calls it WPH.
Yeah.
See, I thought that this was going to be one of the clips of a recent WPH. I have to say, I've never seen this, where he's got this Hasidic Adolf here. So let's
shout out So Thorough Joe Burrow too.
Yeah, I was going to say this is the great So Thorough Joe Burrow, the clipper who provided this.
There he is. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. I just want to be clear, this is not going to work. What the fuck?
Exactly surprised. He put it out there.
I didn't know this was going to be what it was.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. This is what he does with the whole concept for the white power hour is, okay, this isn't going to work. We're not going to get there. And then he's like hoping that the racists who dabble in the toe are like, all right, well, we'll throw them in.
What
How do you feel about the acting that you're seeing, Zane?
This is not okay.
What's at the bottom with all that? Are those all dollar amounts coming in?
Oh, yes. You don't know about the
leaderboard?
The leaderboard, which it used to be that whiteboard. You would have seen it in the clip earlier. There was a whiteboard behind him. Well, it's now a scroll, and these are the people that give him the most money each week.
Like in one show?
No, this is across the week. He does it every week. So he tallies it throughout the week. Yeah. And so as you see, central booking there. So that is that's the final slot on the leaderboard.
Right.
And so that used to be the cuck chair because of his polycule and Nick Recator stealing his wife and all of that shit. You know?
This is bad.
Yeah, So I mean, I just want you to see some of the leaderboard down there.
That's holy shit. If that's the case, we got to start doing some type of derivative of the white power hour. Why don't we? Okay, I'm not opposed to this. That's not such a bad idea.
Do you know any Black Israelites? Because I want to do the other version of the white power. I want to do the BPH. I don't want to steal this from Aaron. I can see the like thumbnail for our next clip. It says that it's for EZ. A friend of ours on this network, a friend of ours who lets us on his network is in this clip. What setup does this need?
I was actually stunned that it's funny how this shit just falls together. I clicked on a clip and I used the keyword and then I heard Eric's name and actually the way it all panned out, I thought it was very funny.
Congrats. I mean, it is a success story. There's a few people I know, like Drew and Mike, who I just mentioned, decided to just start it up again from Drew's basement, and They're killing it. Eric Zane has been very successful.
Look at that. He name checks you.
Yeah.
Carl does, talking to Steel Toe, and this is from the before times. I think is worth pointing out.
Yeah, they were still friends then. I mean, that was before Carl realized that Steel Toe was the problem.
Yes, this was November, I think, 2022. So
Yeah, so Carl had a good year ahead of him, and you can tell this is a while ago because this is when Carl still had the skateboard text on the wall behind him. But so he name checks you, but I'll let the clip play.
Coming off of the radio and just doing a podcast,
because like you said,
that's true.
The ones that would do it in a way that we did it, or Drew and Mike and these other people did it,
that's
the
what made me
industry
laugh.
has cast them off.
He didn't even remember you, Eric.
He's 100% right, and and doesn't even recall.
Well,
what did he say?
Yeah, but if he knew that you were part of a Free Beer and Hot Wings, then maybe he would have had some more to say. So clip 7 is called "Enter the Dabbleverse."
So now we're going to go back to that other one.
I'm sorry. We have the boss here in the chat. I was obviously wrong about everything, but it was fun because I didn't follow Melton. I didn't really know your stuff that well. So Carl would be saying I don't know. I think the whole thing's a work. I doubt that this is all going on. And I was like, Carl usually makes sense. So I just kind of didn't really think about it. And then everybody says yeah, I don't know. This is pretty crazy.
It's funny. My first appearance on this channel was because when Carl did his big thing about I think it's a work, I DM'd him. I said, dude, you got no idea what you're talking about. This is crazy. You're an idiot. And so
wow.
he invited
Dane
me
like
on
that.
He invited me on a bonus show to talk about Steel Toe and explain why he got it so horribly wrong.
Yeah. Well, all right. So enter the Dabbleverse.
No, we'll go back to the other one that you played earlier. I'll introduce. This is Steel Toe. This is how I got introduced to Steel Toe, and this pretty much sums up the show, I think.
Okay, so this is WATB 2.
Good morning, boys and girls. It is the Steel Toe Morning Show. I'm Aaron. That's April.
Good morning.
You get to pick which one's the slut.
This girl over here.
It's me.
I'm sorry. I had never seen
What a
this
mismatch.
before.
I honestly, what a fucking, how the fuck? He must have a huge cock.
I think all indications are that he does not, right?
What an absolute mismatch. How the fuck did that happen ever? And thank God she's not with that fucking loser.
I think she's a little weak-minded and easily manipulated.
Wow.
Is April. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that she's a woman.
I've already had a gay thought today. Well, I don't think it's gay.
What happened?
It was, I was just trying to think of a joke. Sometimes we're a show based on riffing on what's going on in the world, right?
Yep.
And
so I wish review girl Megan was here because
Yes,
she would ask, is it gay to riff on what's going on in the world? And apparently the answer is yes.
Well, what I love is he just literally announced his style of comedy when he went, I've already had a gay thought today. He's like, oh, not really. I was trying to think of a joke. It's like, yes, so you had a gay thought. That's because they're all the jokes you've got.
What I love is April does the thing that Stuttering John does is wait until you're actually on camera to start fixing your hair.
Yeah, she's been doing her entire routine this whole time. Jesus.
When Milton found them and started zooming in on April and that, we used to sit there and he's like, she's gone to her hair again. She's touching her hair again. And she tweaks the knobs on the microphone and that, it was very funny to watch.
We're, I don't know, almost to the halfway point of the clips that we've been presented. I want to ask Eric Zane, do you feel like you have a much better understanding of Aaron Imholt right now?
It's I'm loving every second of this. It's really fantastic. Every time I ever did watch him, I always had I had a similar feeling to when I would watch Opie. I'd have secondhand embarrassment and a lot of that. And I'm like, oh shit, I wonder if people get that when they watch my shitty show. This is bad.
If people do want to watch your shitty show, where do they find it?
Oh, for God's sake, Jesus! Just on Twitch at Eric Zane Live to see some real shit Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
And by the way, if you want shit in person, you have to go to hackamania.com and buy tickets for April 10th through the 12th in Las Vegas. You got to use promo code BEARS. Not only will you save 10%, but you will also hopefully get to see Eric Zane there. Probably too long a flight for you, Aussie Guy, but I'm sure we'd love to see you at Hackamania.
I'm making strong consideration, but I don't. It's highly unlikely. But Hackamania Saturday is my birthday, so
well, that's all the reason to go. So that would be
Yeah.
April 11th. You see the way that I figured that
Yes.
out. If you go, what promo code would you use?
I guess Aussie or USOA. I guess would be.
No, you would use a promo code BEARS. That was wrong.
No. I've got to get my own promo code. You know.
Do you have
Everyone's
one?
got promo code.
Apparently anyone can have one. I could ask Milton for one.
The best, yeah, actually, that's really all it takes. The best was the
Yeah.
first year Cardiff didn't go, but he
Mm.
got a promo code for the first year. That's a potato. All right, so let's. The next one says entering the Dabbleverse. I believe.
Yeah,
That's
so I'll just jump in here because I didn't express this earlier. So Eric, Christian just said to me, like about 30 to 40 minutes, 10 to 15 clips explain steel toe to Eric. I was like, no worries, Christian. I'll whip that up in a couple of minutes. So I had to make a choice of which direction I would go because there's so many fucking layers to this story. So we're not even touching the revenge porn. I've decided to focus in on April because Eric, I think you like a cute little blonde. And so the rolling through this relationship and how it deteriorated, I think is a fun watch. So just showed the introduction there. And so now we get the point where they entered the Dabbleverse and started getting, first of all, it was Chad Zumach and then Patrick Milton. So yeah, this is them entering the Dabbleverse.
Exactly.
I'm going to say that I'm not going to give up too much, but when we were going through, because like obviously April hearing a giant fucking fat guy say he's going to fuck her on the internet kind of shook her up a little bit. So, but like I was having conversations with Bob Levy, great fucking guy, obviously, as you know.
Oh yeah, he's
But
hilarious.
Is that Woody Allen?
That's Woody Kumia. Yeah.
Oh fuck! It looks like he's got the glasses with the fake eyes.
Well, look, he's, it's probably, early in the day for Kumia there. Yeah. So he's name dropping Bob Levy. The fat guy that's gonna fuck her, is that Zumach?
It was Zumach. Well done.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's tough because there's so many ways you can describe Zumach. I was surprised that fat was what he
and
wrote.
especially when Milton's involved, you would assume the fat would be Milton. So
so the next one says something about the cracks. This is cool.
Oh yeah. So the Chad Zumach thing happened, and then Milton got involved, and then Milton zoomed in hard on him, and Milton predicted their divorce. He put up a divorce clock website.
Wow.
And they came in way under the clock. I think Milton gave them a year and a half and they were done in 6 months. I think it was something like that. So, they came in way under. So with all this pressure and all that, the cracks started to appear. And this clip is one of the funniest little moments those two had together on this show.
Sleep sex. Wait a minute. April has herself a nice little orgasm, and she doesn't get tired.
I don't do that every time.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Every single time. Fucking tell people that
Aaron,
in front of them. Every goddamn time.
Every time. I promise.
You understand there's about 5 subreddits right now, and you are not helping me at all. Aaron can't fuck.
You are so... I didn't say that. Women enjoy sex all the time without coming.
Aaron
happens.
can't fuck. April fucking never comes. That's what they're going to say now. Congratulations.
Boy, it looks like I got to move on to some new dick, huh?
Oh,
Jesus Christ. And by the way, I love the freeze frame for how it ends with Aaron's mouth wide open.
Wow. Is it? Now, this is real heat.
Oh, yeah.
He got caught off guard by this. Yeah.
Wow.
And she thought nothing of it because I think every man has certainly left their woman unsatisfied. That's happened millions of times. So it's not an unusual thing, but he just thought it was legit all the time. And she caught him off guard for sure.
God.
Yeah, well, she probably is. I hear that some women will exaggerate and yell and do fake moans and stuff because they know it helps. I'm sure that's never happened to me, but I'm sure that April did this all the time. But yeah, that's why this is a great clip. I'm so glad you brought this because I'd never seen it. Just she's like casually like, oh yeah, obviously it doesn't happen every time. He's like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what's funny about this clip? Because most of the others, it was kind of a general search. I wanted this clip, and I searched the phrase, don't do that every time. And this was the first clip that popped up. Like, I remembered exactly how she'd said it, and I found this clip in no time.
Drugs get into the picture in our next clip.
Yes. So obviously at this point, I love that the clip ends with April saying, I guess I need to find some new dick. And guess what, Eric? She did. And that was Nick Recator. Obviously, they were doing the wife swap situation. And people started to notice things from April on stream, that there was allegations of April using drugs. So this is one of Aaron's many denials of April using drugs.
But that's like the the April drug rumors that they come up with. It's like, what the fuck? Zonked out on pills. Again, maybe I'm being conned in the greatest con of all time.
You pause it?
Absolutely.
Eric, just that we all knew at the time, but we all officially know now that he is fucking lying through his teeth right now. Which is how much passion he puts into his lies.
Right.
I think he's pretty impressive.
I don't know if any of you are familiar with Man Cow.
I know him a little bit. Yeah.
He reminds me of Man Cow. I think he took something from his page with that. The way his delivery is.
Well, the interesting thing is that to Aaron, that probably would sound like a compliment, but to most of us, that's a dig. To say you sound like Man Cow is not saying you're good at broadcasting. Yeah. So, all right, we'll go back to this one. So, what does the one pun have here?
He says his teenage facial hair was hilarious.
This is I've enjoyed some of the mustache and the.
There is no good look for this guy. He can't look like anything other than an Eddie Haskell looking bitch. He just looks like a troublemaking fuck.
I do love his facial hair experiments, just trying to figure out which middle reliever from the St. Louis Cardinals in the late 90s he wants to look the most like, but he can't really decide.
Maybe I am just being completely worked over and I'm retarded. But I feel like if someone was sitting around zonked out on pills, I feel like me as a friend would know that.
By the way, did you ever notice how in any of these clips, whoever's with him, this dude is
this is Johnny. Yeah.
This guy looks like he's completely on another planet.
One of the only clips we've ever played on this show is when Johnny cried. So you'll remember Johnny from the first time. You're right. Which time? It was because it was like novel, and that was like right before the polycule story broke, right? Wasn't that the timeline on that?
No, I think that was a few months in, to be honest.
Okay. Well, I was getting my news from Carl at the time, but no. I remember Johnny Crutches was the most interesting thing for like a moment. Do you know what we need ahead of your clip 10?
What's the title of
it? Making something, but let's see. Making her cry.
Oh yeah. All right. So now we've moved on. So they get deep into the Recator thing. Things start to get pear-shaped. And so this is February. Oh, Moody's going to kill me for not remembering. I think it's February 8th. Moody knows the date of this episode.
That's my birthday, February 8th. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to hear this. We love that we're grown men talking about our birthdays.
When I wanted to find this clip, I DM'd Moody. Sorry, I DM'd Moody and I said, do you know the date of that show where he made her cry? And he came back instantly with the exact date. And he goes, I hate that I know that off the top of my head.
So here, he's going to make her cry on the goddamn show?
Yeah, so this is, like I say, February. So she leaves in April.
Okay.
And so things are obviously tense. And she's late. She was late all the time because she was coming back from Nick Recator's house. And so, yeah. Aaron's in a mood as she sits down. The chat's fucking going hard. So yeah, I've compressed this down into a short little clip, but you get the gist of it when you see it.
Yeah, and you can see your logo there, United States of Australia.
Yeah, I had
is your channel. No, I just want to. I should have mentioned earlier that's your channel where people can find you, and we're doing our best to not keep you from your own show. So you can see that April's about to cry here. I can already see it. I mean, I know that that's what it's called, but look at her eyes. Sadly, I've seen a woman give me that look a few times, but let's see what Aaron does.
Cucked. Is that what it? Yeah. How many minutes is it? 9 minutes. Cucked for 9 minutes. Is that what you mean?
Excuse me?
I don't know. Apparently, I've been cucked.
No, I had a very personal matter to attend to.
Oh, a personal matter. Fun. Did you like to talk about it?
No, babe. That's why it's called a personal matter.
Oh. I've always discussed my personal matters on the air.
I don't get bummed out very often, so.
April's all bummed out
I'll
today.
get past it.
April, are you like falling apart over there?
Oh. I'm going to be fine.
Do you want to take the day?
No.
No, you can't cry on
I can
the
take
air.
5 minutes. Could that be?
You can't. Why don't you take the day?
Could I just do 5 minutes and get back to my normal day?
If you're not feeling well, why don't you just
Can I take 5 minutes and get back to my normal day?
You can take 5 minutes and go to your normal day.
So this is February, and she's on the show 2 months after this moment.
Yes, so beginning of April. Can April fly solo?
So they at this point are they? Because I know a little bit of the history. Was there three-way sex going on at this point?
I think at this point he might have been freezed out of it.
Oh, okay.
Or close to it.
What about the jizz eating? What you see? Are we going to talk jizz eating?
I didn't bring that to the table this time, but he did indeed lick jizz off April's tits and chest area. Is the story,
and we do need to credit who got that information out of Nick Rekieta, of course, was Saint Tukey.
Yes.
If Tukey hadn't asked the right question, we might have never gotten this.
Whoever that is a goddamn legend.
Tukey, you know Tukey, the
yeah.
puppet.
Is that different than You said
that's
Saint
Rocco. That's because he's a saint.
Oh, okay. Well, that's outstanding.
Yeah. Okay. So April leaves is our next clip.
Yes, the next clip is just Aaron announcing that. So they did. It is funny that April's final episode was titled "Can April Fly Solo?" Because she started the show alone because Aaron had to pick the kids up because April wasn't allowed to because of the harassment restraining order from the ex-wife. Whole lot there. But yeah, so she did the show on her own, and it was her last show. And then Aaron came on. I forget how long after that show and made this announcement.
Has been a regular co-host on this show, and now one day she decided she needed mental health time. The whole internet just kind of hit her, and she didn't like it, and she wanted some time off. And me being the guy I am, I gave her the time off. Why wouldn't I?
What a guy! What a guy! What a guy!
Isn't he amazing?
So he's saying that he's giving the impression that it was more amicable than it was. It's like, oh yeah, she just needed help.
Well, this was at the point where he was still lying about them being together. She was just taking a break, mental health break. Like this was, so like I say, this was early April.
For people who are in deep, is this the Candy Bacon era where she's just
this was slightly preceded the Candy Bacon. Candy Bacon, I think, would come up in about a week or two after this statement.
So Zane, so April was upstairs just making Candy Bacon. She didn't have time to come down and do the show, was his excuse.
Okay.
Okay.
Which
so
Aaron said she was in fact upstairs at Rekieta's making candied bacon. He said he never said my house. So that's his cover for that line.
Always be honest with your audience. So I this one doesn't sound as fun, but this is abuse is our next
well, the abuse allegations. So in the HRO I spoke of, Eric, Ashley, Aaron's ex-wife, got a HRO against Aaron and April, And in that HRO, she said that April had confided in her that Aaron had headbutted her and squeezed her till she couldn't breathe.
Ooh.
So this next clip is Aaron's story, his defense of himself not abusing his wife. This is Aaron explaining how he didn't abuse his wife.
Okay. One of those fights. So then, as we're fighting in the kitchen, the kids come upstairs. Rule number 1 of parenting, you do not fight in front of your children. So as the kids come upstairs and we are nose to nose. I can't, you fucking this and that. And we're fighting. Kids come upstairs. Here's my mistake. I wrap my arms around April and I go, we can't fight in front of the kids. We can't fight in front of we're not going to do this in front of the kids. We'll pick this up later or we'll go upstairs. She gets off of me. She didn't want to be touched. That was the squeezing. Total bullshit.
Oh, well, I mean, I think you explained that pretty well.
Yeah, what about the headbutt?
By the way, he's talking about, just the treatment of his wife. And I love that it says, happy 4th of July right behind us. And the streak was at 15 shows.
Okay, he needs to update that, definitely. Because this is what you said, April, when this is all going down?
At this point, this is probably May, June, somewhere around there. But
so he does have positive memories of April.
Oh wait, sorry, just quickly on that.
Sure.
I did mean to put up a picture of Aaron and April side by side, just for the size difference. So like, even if you didn't headbutt her, like you're towering over her, screaming in her face, and you're trying to claim that's not abuse. Like, that's disgusting behavior.
Yeah.
But even seeing them sit next to each other, she does seem like a slight young lady.
Waifish. Very waifish. Very, very slight.
But he's got some good memories, doesn't he?
Yeah, so this is Ethan Ralph asked Aaron about what his positive memories of the marriage was.
Favorite moment or your most loving or memorable moment that you had with April while you were married?
I would say our last trip to Las Vegas where we went to watch the Vikings with a bunch of our friends, and her and I going to our favorite places and just a really fucking every aspect of the trip was perfect. It was just great.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever heard him, and all the clips I've watched of this guy actually sound like he's not acting.
Yeah. Do you want to know the kicker to this story, Eric?
It didn't happen.
No, it happened, and it's also the weekend they decided to start swinging with the Regators.
So that would be. By the way, if anybody wants to have a memorable weekend in Las Vegas, April 10th through the 12th, go to hackamania.com, use promo code BEARS. Seemed like an opportunity that I didn't want to miss. So that's the most positive memory. Is
tasty jizz in Las Vegas. It was some sweet titty jizz, and I ate it all.
So our 14th clip, and being mindful of your schedule, the truth about drugs.
Yeah, so we heard before where it was denying April's drug use. Well, after some time passes, April gets arrested for drug use and that. Obviously, he's going to turn the blowtorch on April.
Anybody who wants to simp for April, go fuck yourself. Jesus. After reading these notes, I went, just a fucking piece of shit. Just had become a complete junkie, low-life, selfish asshole. Like, if you're April, you're more concerned about filling up your cocaine bullet than you are going to that door. You're more worried about wondering how you're going to get rid of the drugs and hide your fucking degeneracy, you pig.
Oh, fuck.
Wow. As a woman where at some point in front of God, you said, for better or for worse.
How has he avoided a slander lawsuit? I don't know how that's even possible.
April just wants to get away. Clearly, she wanted to get away. She has never said a word publicly since she got arrested.
Yeah,
she's not spoke. Well, nothing confirmed publicly. Like, she had a brief stint on Twitter that a lot of people think was Ricada with her account or something like that. But yeah, she hasn't spoken out publicly, and she's moved on with her life. And he still talks about her. I've got clips today on my show of him talking about her this week. They've been divorced for 1.5 years, Eric.
Well, I always let things go. I don't ever dwell in the past. So yes, I definitely
But by the way, I don't want to make assumptions about anybody's recreational life, but I think most people would understand that if the choice is between cocaine and Aaron Imholt, cocaine would win every time. Kids stay off drugs. So your final clip is post jail stories.
Yeah, so obviously, Eric, I'm sure you're aware he sent a nude photo of Kayla Ricada to Gino Visconti on a live stream.
Yeah,
got arrested for revenge porn, and then
Your boy didn't do too bad, did he?
Exactly, and he violated his terms of release on multiple occasions. So the judge had no option but to give him 15 days in jail, which he ends up serving 8 days of. So I imagine, Eric, everything you've heard of Aaron, when he came out of jail, he learned some lessons, and he's gonna, change his life. Would you imagine?
So, one would hope, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
The Pearl Jam song "Better Man" is about Aaron Imholt.
Man, shit, I back from my bid upstate. I did a bid, what it is, dude. What it do? The 15th Street Crips, you know what I'm saying? I represent, I hold it down. You know me? Me and the brothers.
So the one thing, based on the clip we showed right before you were on, he could be the Speaker of the House. With that impression.
I was chuckling to myself.
I just want to let everyone know, you are looking at the Cell Block B East 2-1-2 basketball champion. They say that when you go.
So, by the way, Eric, you'll notice that the leaderboard is empty.
Yes,
1, 2, 3,
yes.
4, the cuck chair, because he was in jail for a week.
Right,
So
right.
nobody
Right.
can be on the leaderboard.
Also, it's a Monday show as well. So.
Oh, it's also a Monday show. Okay.
The amount of content that this man has lived, and to be lonely and desperate despite the content that was handed to you from life is a real disaster. I mean, to think that all these amazing moments happen and you couldn't capitalize on anyone, and you're left holding the bag in goddamn jail, and you're completely alone except for this fucking loser who cuts his hair with a goddamn bandsaw.
And what's even better, Eric, is a fucking nobody from Perth is now making money off of making fun of this idiot. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking wild.
But, it's funny because you were talking about the way that Melton used to zoom in on April. I do tend to watch Johnny Crutches there on the right a lot. He's just like, okay, so we're doing the black voice. All right. I mean, what does he get? $50 a day? I don't even know what it breaks down to. Maybe you have a good idea what he actually gets. He's like, this is definitely not worth his time, though.
I believe it's like $50 to $75 a show.
Oh,
yeah.
well, $75 a show sounds great to EZ and I. We would love to get that.
Right.
But, and by the way, we super chat lines are still open. So go ahead and super chat early and often. Let's finish this off so Dean can get to his show. Sorry, I used your real name.
On the inside that you're supposed to learn something, from the. I learned a lot.
What did you learn?
One thing I learned, I can still ball. I can still ball.
All right, Larry Bird.
Oh, that's what they called me.
They called you Larry Bird?
So we're doing warm-ups, and all these guys are trying to dunk and shit, and they're shooting threes, and they're working on their crossovers and stuff. I just go in right-handed dribble, left-handed little layup, and they go, oh, shit, that's Larry Bird.
And I think, wasn't that confirmed that he actually did have some skills when Carl put the prison guy on?
When Mikey was on with Carl and Moody.
Yeah.
So
Mikey, the guy that has been deemed incompetent to stand trial. Yeah. That guy confirmed the story. Yeah.
Well, some people have said that interview might have been leading the witness a little bit, but I stand by the fact that I found it fascinating to hear what someone someone thought of Aaron who didn't know any of the lore. And that was, easy. I feel like you had a very cursory understanding, but in these last 45 minutes, I feel like you really upped your steel toe game.
100%. And I don't need to hear from him for about 3 years now.
Yeah, this will be good.
It's just enough where I'm on the verge of disgust, but at the same time, entertained intensely. So thank you for this moment.
Well, we appreciate
could bring
that,
it.
Aussie Guy. The United States of Australia, which I think will be starting, 4 minutes ago or something. So
I said
please
it
let
for-
everybody know where you can.
Well, I just looked over at my laptop, which is in the studio right now, and it has hit showtime.
Yes,
but
go do your show, for God's sake.
thank you very much, gentlemen. United States of Australia on YouTube, everyone. Yeah, I better get going. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And everybody check that out. I really appreciate you taking the time. Yeah,
I
go
got
ahead.
to do my other catchphrase on X. I'm at that sussy guy. Just imagine that Aussie guy and put an S where the
That's
A
right.
should be.
That sussy guy. We appreciate that. Thank you so
Bye.
much. And he when I first asked him to come on, he's like, "Oh, you know that that's the time I do my show." And I was like, yeah, I guess I did know that. So that's one of the reasons we had to go early. And I know that was a long segment, but
I loved
mean,
it.
We're
That was
talking about
great.
the
He's great. He is so good. Holy shit. He's got a very laid back style, which I think people enjoy. I mean, or would enjoy.
Yeah, no. I've been on that show, and Box Eating Dad, thanks for the $2. The Mets are a dumpster fire again. Sadness. I mean, we'll see what happens in the off season, but I appreciate that. Box Eating Dad and I do commiserate about the Mets. Now, Easy, I know that you've got a tight schedule there at the
Yes,
Zane
yes.
household.
I'm being pulled in 3 or 4 different directions. My apologies.
No, I appreciate that. We should I can get us caught up in on super chats if you need to run. Or...
I do need to run. But by the way, this has been a good time. And it seems like, I don't know, somebody pointed out that this show is more popular at this time of the day, on this day of the week. I don't know. What do you think? Is this a possibility? Something we have to discuss?
If I ever get a job that keeps me busy during the week, which, some people would say would never happen, this is kind of when we'd have to do it.
Okay.
Out of respect to Blind Mike, I did this so early.
Yes.
But I don't know if I can get up every
Yeah,
Sunday.
I didn't even think about that. I keep forgetting you're on the West Coast.
Yeah. But it is a fun time to do it. This is kind of a fun way to start the show.
Yeah.
I have so many clips that we didn't look at.
We didn't even get to any clips. Holy shit.
Well, we
Yeah,
had
we got
the
those
Opster.
Yeah.
So that's all that really matters. All right. So Easy, let everybody know where they can find you, and I'll close down the shop.
You're a good man. Thank you. And thanks to everybody at Eric Zane Live on Twitch. The audio of that becomes my audio podcast, Eric Zane Show podcast, wherever you download shows. Twitch is 10 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern time, Friday. There you
go. Eric and I will be back a week from Tuesday, December 9th. And at that point, it means there's only 16 shopping days left till Christmas. So keep that in mind. Easy, great to see you. Thanks for getting up early on even on your coast. This is still an early time to be doing things.
It's not bad.
Sunday.
You're the only one. You're the driver of the work. Thank you. You're a shining example.
That's right.
Of dedication.
Everyone should try to be more like me. So, all right. Well, we appreciate that. The great Eric Zane of the Eric Zane Show. So now I have to go take a look at the super chats because we have missed a super chat or two in our day. And thank you, MG82, pointing out promo code Bears. This was really the only one that we didn't get to. Our buddy Hughes came in the chat. He does like to blurt out the Aussie guy's real name kind of a lot. So if you watch Hughes over there in Hughes Entertainment, and I'll be on with Hughes later today, we'll be answering the question, does Paul Thomas Anderson stink? I believe that's what we're going to do. So we appreciate that. And Dame Taft points out, I thought I was pretty good on today's show. You were. You're tremendous, Dame Taft. I feel like this time slot works better for Dame Taft than everybody else. So much appreciated. And there's nothing like, oh, okay, Zane, I'll wind things down and go through all the super chats and then realize that we did all right today. Look, to quote the great Aaron Imholt, who we just spent some time with, maybe we just did a dog shit show today. Maybe we didn't deserve it. No, we got tremendous super chats, and we appreciate everybody who joined us at an odd time. If this is the first time you've ever seen the show, you can subscribe as an audio-only podcast. You can get Who Are These Broadcasters every Wednesday sometime. We do the show Tuesdays, usually 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, right here on the Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channel. I don't like being full screen because then you see that this hovel in the back of my garage just has stacks of shit everywhere, but that's all right. We're having fun. So what I want everybody to know is I'm at Christian DMZ. My personal podcast is the Blattcast, Bladtcast. I've had recent episodes with both Lucy Tightbox and Hughesy, and I do believe Lucy Tightbox will be on Hughesy's show with me later on this afternoon, so you can check those out. And 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal is available wherever you find podcasts. It is hosted by Metal Blade Records CEO Brian Slagle, so if you don't really enjoy seeing me on shows, you can check that one out. Look, if anybody wants to get the old buzzer beater in, I'll read some more chats. But my sign off is thanks to Tumble Dry for giving us 20 large, as John would say. As always, this is Christian Bladt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic. And since you're interested in Asian nomenclature, remember what Spiro Agnew said. Not all G rhymes with spooks. Our C rhymes with stinks, but all C rhymes with stinks. Our G rhymes with spooks. And I guess, spooks is not necessarily a word to throw around, but we're having fun here. And of course, the great Dame Taft with the proverbial buzzer beater, permanent time slot there. It's settled. I could probably get up at 4:30 on Sundays, but I think my household would not appreciate that. Anyway, I'll be off to jury duty this week. Very exciting. But Easy and I will be back Tuesday, December 9th at our usual time slot, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Thanks to that Aussie guy, the Aussie guy. We appreciate him being on with us and really doing a deep dive on Steel Toe. I really wanted Easy to try and get a better understanding on it. And the one pun says, back to the normal time. Done. All right. So we've got a little bit of a showdown between two of our most loyal chatters, Dame Taft and the one pun. So one of you will be excited on Tuesday, December 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And this is, of course, the final time that I can mention this week. Go to Hackamania.com. Buy your tickets to Hackamania 3, Hack to the Future, April 10th through the 12th in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. The 10% off code is Bears, and that is the only 10% off code that could bring you the great Eric Zane and Dave Taft. No more chats. He has to leave. Look, I could do this all day. It's 17 minutes until the Blind Mike Project. And if you're going to check out Mike later, head on over to the United States of Australia. Check out the Aussie Guy. He does a fun show over there. We appreciate him giving us so much of his time and so many clips. That is our show. We will see you in a couple of Tuesdays.